Good day everyone. Welcome to another Dav Jones Yoga class. My name's Dav. So today I'm going to be sharing with you a 30-minute flow. I've been sharing classes at this length over the past few weeks, and today's focus is going to be looking at the Warrior 3 posture. Now, as some of you may know, the Warrior 3 pose is part of the balance family. So we'll be looking at ways in which we can develop support, stability around the hip, the ankle and the knee, just so that when we do come into aiming to balance in Warrior 3, that we feel stable, confident and supported. You will see for today's practice that I have a couple of blocks and a strap. Make sure that you have these props available, and let's get going. We're going to start today's practice on our backs. So lie down. Make sure your strap is close at hand. You can have a bend in the knees here, so feet on the floor. Lengthen the back of the neck by drawing the chin towards the throat. And just close down the eyes for a few minutes. Starting to bring your awareness to your breath. So noticing how the inhalation creates expansion through the lungs. Belly rises. And how the exhalation creates or facilitates that relaxation and deflation of your lungs. I just want you to simply observe this movement through the inhale-exhale over the next few breaths. Okay, good everyone. Start to open up the eyes. Reach for your strap. Hook the strap over the right foot. Straighten out the left leg. Supta Padangusthasana. So from here, we just want to take it easy just to start off. Contract your quad. Draw the toes down. Inhalation, observe expansion in the lungs. On the exhalation, whatever space that you have, look at drawing the leg towards your body. And we just repeat this pattern of breathing for the next 7 to 10 breaths. Inhalation, expanding the rib cage. Exhalation, gently assisting the leg towards you. Close down the eyes again. Nice everyone, let's have one more breath here, inhaling. Exhaling. Okay, bring the strap into the right hand. Take your right leg over to the right. I'm still trying to keep this right leg active, so what I mean by that is to try to contract the quads, that's the thigh muscles, as well as the lower leg shin muscles, the anterior tibialis. I can do that by drawing the toes towards me, towards the body, and then aiming to kind of reach the heel away from you. Good. Keep the left hip pressing down, press the left heel into the floor, so you feel also active and present in this left side also. Turn the head to the left, and then if you have any more space, option to try to increase the stretch through this right leg. Won't have as many as breaths here on this side. So kind of work up to 5 breaths here. Calm, composed breathing once again. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more breath. Exhale. Okay. Adduct, bring the leg up to center. Now you're going to shuffle your hips over to the right just by a few inches. Straighten out that left leg. Bring the strap now into the left hand. And you're going to twist. Bring the right leg over to the left side. You'll see that I've gone onto the outer edge of that bottom foot. I'm also pushing down to the little toe edge of the foot. And then rotate, turn your head to the right. Kick this right leg up into your strap and pull back on the strap with the left arm. 5 breaths here. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Breathe into these right ribs. Exhale. Let's do 2 more here. Inhale. Exhale. You feel that stretch all the way down the outer edge of this right leg. 1 more breath. Inhale. Exhale. Continue to push this right leg up into the strap. You can release the strap and slowly bring the leg back up to center. Okay. Lower the right foot to the floor. You're going to press the lower back into the mat, feet a little bit wider than your hip. Lift up into bridge pose. Noticing here that I'm opening the shoulder, so turning the bicep away from the shoulders. Press down through right heel, nice and strong, and then lift left leg up. See if you can stack left knee over the hip. Continue to push firmly down through right heel and hold. 3. Some of you might want to see if you can straighten left leg, up to you. You can stay with the bent knee. 2. And 1. Nice and slow. Lower the hip down to the floor. Good. Breathe in. And breathe out. Okay, roll onto your right hip. Side lie on your right hip. You're going to come up onto the elbow with this right forearm, and then this left foot steps over the right leg. So you have this set up. What this will do now is, with the straight leg, you want to see if you can keep your hips stacked. So keep this top hip stacked over the bottom. Rotate your trunk, your body, your chest towards the hands, like I'm doing. And then from here, float the straight leg off the floor. Now you're going to see if you can pulse this leg up and down. Let's see if we can do this pulsing for 10, 9, keep the hips stacked, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. On the final one, hold the leg in space, maintain, see if you can lift the foot a bit higher, and then we're going to bend the knee, see if you can lift the inner thigh a little bit higher, hold 5, 4, 3, 2, and then 1. Straighten the leg, lift the foot a little higher once again, and then slowly set the foot back onto the mat. Really good. Make your way back onto your spine. Straighten the left leg up, find your strap. Supta Padangusthasana on this left side. Straighten out the right leg, press the right heel into the floor. And again, 7 to 10 breaths here. Inhale, we try to maintain contraction, shortening of the muscles at the front of the lower leg, as well as the front of the upper thigh. With each exhale, if you have the space, looking to draw the leg towards you. Some of you might find that the longer you spend in this type of a stretch, you might find that the flexibility improves quite considerably. So if you find that's the case, some of you might even find that you may not need the strap after so long. Let's have 2 more breaths here, inhaling, exhaling, inhaling, exhaling. Okay, bring the strap into the left hand. Now I continue to push this right heel into the floor so I feel present and active in this right leg. Take the left leg out to the left. Still draw the toes of this left foot towards you. Kick the heel away from you. Turn the head to the right. 5 breaths here, inhaling and exhaling. Inhaling, exhaling. Breathing in and out. Really good. Let's have 1 more breath. Okay, using your adductors, ADD, release the resistance on the strap and then adduct the leg back up to center. Okay, bend at this right leg, shuffle the hips over to the left by a few inches, and then straighten back out that right leg. Bring the strap into the right hand as we twist. Take the leg over to the right, turn the head to the left. I'm kicking the outer edge of this left leg up into the strap and also pulling down with the arm. With the bottom leg, I'm also pushing down into the outer edge of the heel, little toe edge of the foot. 5 breaths. Breathe into left ribs as you inhale. Breathe out as you exhale. Option to twist a bit more if you have the space. Inhale, breathe into left ribs. Twist as you exhale. Good, 2 more here. Inhale, left ribs. Exhale. Last breath, inhale, left ribs. Exhale. Okay, now using your abductors, release the tension on the strap. Bring that left leg back up to center. Okay, very nice. Remove the strap. Plant the left foot down. Lower back pushes into the floor. Feet a little bit wider than your hip. You might want to have a look. And then lift the hip again up for bridge pose, Setu Bandhasana. Okay, pressing down through left heel, nice, firm and strong through here. See if you can float that right leg off. Stack the knee over the hip. Continue to push down through left heel. If you feel you have the strength here, straighten through right leg, hold 5. Whichever you are, bent knee or straight leg. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Set the right foot down and then slowly lower your spine to the floor. Okay, now we're going to roll onto the outer edge of the left hip. I'm just going to turn around so you can see me. So weight is bearing here on the left hip. We're going to step this right leg over the top. Forearms come down, kind of rotating your trunk a little bit to the left here. Again, try to keep this top hip stacked over the bottom. And then we're going to lift and lower this straight leg. Lift off. And again, we're going to see if we can go for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hold statically for a second. Good. See how high you can lift that foot. Bend the knee. Now you're going to hug your inner thigh. Get it as high as you can. Hold 3, 2, and 1. Straighten out the leg again. Hold statically. Lift as high as you can. And then slowly set the foot down. Really nice, everyone. Now from here, simply make your way onto your belly. Forehead comes down. Tuck the toes. Press the heels back so you'll feel your knees lift off the floor. Roll your shoulders back and then inhale, lift your chest for your first cobra pose. Sit back onto the heels, child's pose. Lift the hips, the knees, downward facing dog.
Feel free just to give the legs a little pedal out here, pushing each heel into the mat independently, individually. Okay, gaze into the hands, inhale, looking forward, exhale, start to walk to the top of the mat. Hands to lower legs, inhalation, half lift. Fold over the legs, exhale. Take your time, inhale, slowly rising the arms all the way up. As you reach to the top, elevate the shoulder, engage the bottom, gently push the hip forward, gentle back bend, exhale, hands come together, heart center. Okay, a warrior 3 inspired now sun salutation. So we're going to see if we can integrate warrior 3 type movements into sun salutation A. Shift the weight over to your left foot. Now you will see that I've got a little bend in my left knee. I also want to hug this left hip in. Good, find a point to focus on. Float your right thigh up into flexion. Good, concentrate here, maintain your balance. Hands on the hips. Some of you might want to try and straighten out the leg. This is a bit too strong. Keep a bend at the knee. And keeping that gaze, your focus nice and firm, slowly start to take this right leg back. I start to lower my body towards the standing thigh. Option, of course, to have hands on blocks here. I'm going to see if I can do this without for this first round. Once you get into this position, certainly moving towards your warrior 3, try to kick your right heel up and back. Good, then slowly set the right foot down to the floor. Good, maintain, hands come down to the mat, step it to plank pose. Inhale, shoulders over wrists, light on the toes. Let's come onto the knees on the exhale, slowly lower down to the mat. Point the toes, active bum, roll your shoulders back. Inhale, lift your chest. Tuck the 10 toes, exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Okay, 3 breaths, breathe in and breathe out. Inhale, exhale. One more here, inhale, exhale. Okay, inhale, rise, right foot up, down dog split. Certainly a posture which looks similar in many ways to your warrior 3. So we're going to bend the standing knee a little bit and then squeeze that left hip in to the right. See if you can maintain an even push through both arms. Exhale, thigh comes into body, shoulders over wrists. Step the foot to the top of the mat. Okay, we're going to see if we can now transition as slowly as possible back to the top of the mat. To do this, lean the weight over your front foot. You can see that my body is resting on this front thigh. See if you can get light on your fingers. Keep pushing down for this front foot. Some might be able to just float the rear foot off here. Maybe you can balance for a second. And keeping this rear foot as close to the floor as you can, kind of graze the mat as you slowly step the foot to the top of the mat. Inhalation, half lift. Exhale, fold over the legs. Push the feet down, take your time. Inhale, slowly stand all the way up. Good, everyone. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Have a breath here, see if you can regulate, find some composure with your breathing. Okay, find that same point of focus with the eyes. Shift the weight now into the right foot. We want a little bend at the knee. We hug the right hip in a bit. And then slowly flex left hip. Maintain that concentration. And again, if you would like to challenge the body a little, see if you can straighten out left leg. So 3, 2, and then 1. Keeping that same point of concentration, we slowly start to take this left leg back, lower the body onto your front thigh,
Good. Kick the heel back, try to straighten out the knee, keep the ankle flexed, try to feel it in left buttock. Good. As softly as you can, set the foot down to the floor. Fantastic, everyone. Hands to the floor, plank pose. Breathe in. On the exhale, option to come onto the knees. This time round, I'm going to try without. Lower to the floor. Point the toes, active buttocks, shoulders roll back. Inhale, lift your chest. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hips up and back. 3 breaths. Inhaling. Exhaling. Inhaling. Exhaling. One more. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, inhale, rise left foot up. And again, we want to just keep a little bend in this right knee. Try to hug your right hip in and then reach high through that elevated leg. Kick the heel up. Exhale, bring thigh into body, shoulders over wrists, step the foot between the hands. I then shuffle my ribs over this front thigh, lean into front foot, push the foot down into the floor. Good, see how light you can get on the back toes. Option to see if you can float it off. Now keeping this rear foot as close to the mat as you can, and then bring it forward, graze the mat if you will, and then slowly set the foot to the top of the mat. Whew. Inhalation, half lift. Exhale, fold over your legs. Pushing the feet into the floor. Inhalation, slowly stand it up. Rise the arms. Exhale, hands together, heart center. Close the eyes, let's have a breath. Breathing in. And breathing out. Inhaling. Exhaling. Really nice. Okay, reach for your strap. We're going to bring our awareness back to this right leg. Shift the weight over to the left foot. Little bend at the knee. Hug left hip in. Hook the strap over your right foot. Left hand on the hip. Bend at the knee. Find that point of focus once again, and then see if you can straighten out the right leg. Give yourself some time here to find balance. If you fall, have another go. Good, everyone. Stay. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Wherever you are with this, you can let go of the strap. See if you can keep the leg in space. 3, 2, and then 1. Same again. Bend at the knee. Slowly start to take this right leg back. This time round, you're going to bring the blocks into play. Come up onto the highest setting of the blocks. Both hands rest on blocks. Kick your right heel back. So we mimic a warrior 3 here. Now I want you to bring the weight mainly into this standing foot. See essentially if you can get light through the hands. Keep a little bend in the standing knee. Hug that left hip in a bit. And then try to kick this rear heel back. Good, maintain. If you feel comfortable in your balance here, option to come up onto the fingertips. Some might be want to play with one finger. If you have the balance, the control, option to release the hands altogether. Good, set the right foot back to the floor. High lunge legs. Good, everyone. I'm going to bend this back knee. Get nice and low with the back leg. Try to contract then this rear buttock. If you're unsure, reach around. Do a touch test. Should feel relevantly toned. Good. Breathe in through the nose. Hands on the hips. Keep this right bum active. On the exhale, just think of trying to push this right heel back. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale again, push right heel back. So you really feel it in right buttock. One more time. Inhale. Exhale, push right heel back. Really great work. Okay, slowly now lower the body onto this front thigh. Similar to what we did before, lean the weight into this front foot. Hands come back on the blocks. Continue to shift the weight into this front foot. Float the rear foot off. We flex the ankle, kick the heel up. I want you to feel it in right buttock here. Good. Option to try and play around with getting lighter on the fingers. Good. And if you have the capacity here and the balance, release the blocks. Find your warrior 3. For 2. And for 1. As controlled as you can, bring this right leg, right foot back to the top of the mat. Set it down. Whew. Give that left leg a little shake off. Ooh. Okay, good everyone. Very nice. We'll repeat that same short sequence on the left side. Find your strap. Weight goes into right foot. Bend at the knee. Hook the strap around the left. Good. Maintain your balance. Focus gaze. Try to straighten that left leg. Stay 5. You can see that I'm bending the standing knee. 4, 3, 2, and 1. So let go of the strap. See if you can keep the leg floating in space. Maintain. Not easy. If this is too strong, bend at the knee. Nice and controlled then. Slowly take this left leg back. Keep continuing to focus at that point of concentration. Lower the body onto the thigh. Hands come onto the blocks. Try to straighten that rear leg. Kick the heel back and then up. Good. Have a play with trying to get lighter on the fingers. Maybe one finger. Maybe even releasing the blocks. Maintaining your balance for your warrior 3 shape. And then as quietly as you can, set the foot to the floor. High lunge legs. Okay, hands on the hips, bend that rear knee. Contract left bum. Okay, inhale. On the exhale, kick that rear heel back. So we further feel it stronger in that left glute. We'll do this for 2 more breaths. Inhale. Kick left heel back, exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Kick left heel back, exhale. Really nice, everyone. Lean your body over this front thigh. And keep this right hip tucked in. And then we slowly, hands on blocks. Keep leaning the weight forward into front foot. Get as light as you can on those back toes. Good. Slowly float the rear leg off. Good. Activate this straight leg. Try to feel it in left bum by kicking the heel up. Option to now start to play around with trying to get light on the fingers. Most of the weight is in this standing foot. Option to have a play around with releasing the blocks all together as we hold for 3, 2, and then 1. Nice and controlled. Slowly place that left foot to the top of the mat. Whew. Give that right leg a little shake off. Breathing in and breathing out. Okay, everyone. That's like an introduction, if you will, to some of the fundamentals of Warrior 3. So some of you would have noticed that as we moved between flexing the hip, extending the hip. Remember the warm-up we did at the start where we stretched out the relevant hip muscles, upper thigh muscles, just to create that blood flow, which then enables you, when you do come into the balance, in being able to engage those leg and hip muscles more efficiently. I do have a Warrior 3 class, a longer session on my YouTube channel, so please feel free to have a look and have a go at that. That's a 60-minute session, and we do of course then go for a little bit more of the Warrior 3 fundamentals of the posture. Namaste everyone. As always, thank you so much for joining me today. Hope to see you all soon.